Hey everybody, welcome to our quick little tour here of River's Edge. We'll be taking a look at a couple animals that we have in our River's Edge section of Beyond Zoo, starting with North America. Already we've got our aviary right here that will hopefully be home to some bald eagles in the future. We don't have them yet, but that is in our master plan. So yeah, we'll start with North America, head over to Africa. Actually, head over to Asia, head over to Africa, and then head over to South America. So we got a unique order here in our version of River's Edge compared to what St. Louis Zoo has. So let's head in. Let's head into River's Edge. So you've got a little new entrance here. It's all immersive kind of rock, faux rocks. We've got our swan goose and our beavers to our left, and our otters, North American river otters, to the right. In fact, you can see a couple of them swimming down there, as well as hanging out on land. These guys are semi-aquatic, so they live both on land and in water. Same with the beavers. This whole section is supposed to sort of emulate the Missouri wetlands and the kinds of animals that you will find in those areas. Got little speakers hidden in different places, and we'll be checking out Asia. This walk with sculptures is based off of the St. Louis Zoo's south entrance, where there are a bunch of statues. So before we get into the natural part of the immersive exhibit, we have a little bit of that, and you can already hear the waterfall, the sounds of waterfalls and leaves rustling and the wind, kind of taking you out of that city environment and into the jungles of Asia. On the River's Edge, you'll find the Visayan Warty pig, which is not on show quite yet. I still have to build for this guy. But the Visayan Warty pig will sort of be the entrance animal to our Asia section. Coming up is our Indian River Camp exhibit with an observation area, where you can see some water buffalo, chital, and axis deer just hanging out here, swimming in the little lake, as well as kind of play in their massive enclosure. With that, we're leaving Asia. We have yet to add the Asian small-clawed otters, which will be up next here. So we'll be returning to that when we get that done. Heading into Africa, we have our greater flamingos to our left. You can see a couple of them just hanging out there. The greater flamingos is a species of flamingo that is found in both Asia and Africa, so found it a really suitable animal to sort of bridge our Asia and Africa sections. And here is a lot of new stuff that we have not shown on this channel quite yet. We've got the painted dogs. These guys are also known as the African wild dog, although some people prefer to call them the painted wolves. The thing with calling it a dog is that it sort of minimizes this creature's kind of role and kind of its status as an endangered species. It's not just a feral dog. It's really its own thing. It's like Lycaon pictus, so it's more of a wolf-like creature than some of the other canids that exist on our beautiful little planet. From here, we can go left to Hippo Harbor, or right to continue on our Africa trek. For now, I'll continue to the left, and then later on we'll see what it looks like to go to the right. So we got our African wild dogs, our painted dogs here. These are some endangered animals that live in South and Eastern Africa, I believe. And they are quite majestic, if I may say so myself. This whole sort of observation area is modeled very much along the lines of the St. Louis Zoo's version of their African wild dog observation area, except I think I made it a little bigger here. And yeah, we got these little education stations that are just fun. You could pull this tab up to show more information. We got a little crawl space right here for the kiddos. Maybe you can catch a glimpse of the African wild dog running around. Maybe not today, but yeah, that's just a little fun interactive thing for kids and people that can crawl through that space. Up next are the bat-eared foxes. These guys are super fun creatures. They kind of look like a mix between a raccoon and a fox. And I've got 6 of these guys here in this exhibit. Even a little burrow in the back where they can see one of them just sleeping in there. Yeah, the bat-eared fox is common to kind of southeastern Africa, and this whole area is sort of themed around sort of this idea of an African village. Again, River's Edge talking about the interaction between humans, animals, and waterways. So we depend on a lot of animals that live in the waters, and a lot of cultures in this part of the world fish, forage, hunt, and still very much depend on nature for a lot of their livelihoods. And this is all not quite done yet, but this will be our acacia grasslands area with a bunch of antelope, rhino, and a little African night house here. That's our little backstage for African wild dogs. So with that said, let's hop over to the Hippo Harbor. Hey guys, we're back again here at the Purina Painted Dog Preserve. And this time we'll head left to Hippo Harbor. I don't really have a lot of signage up yet, but I've got this little hippo sign to start. But yeah, the Hippo Harbor will be home to our hopefully pygmy hippos when we get them in somehow. I had these. I was going to get a couple of these from a zoo over in ZSU Europe, but it's looking unlikely that I'll be able to get them from them. So we might have to wait for a store or an auction. And our Nile hippos, which we will be getting from our event. The event that's going on right now is key for Beyond Zoo to acquire some really cool African species like hippos, rhinos, and a couple different antelopes that will kind of live in that acacia grasslands area earlier. I don't know if we can see the hippo quite yet, but hopefully soon we'll have a breeding set of hippos, as well as some Nile tilapia that will kind of help fill out this space. Got some little fun education here about hippos and their adaptations that make them suitable for life in water, as well as this poster. You can turn this wheel and it'll move this tail around. So yeah, the hippo kind of uses its tail to flick dung around. spread it all over. The fish eat the poop, and humans eat the fish. So that is what is special about a hippo's hiney. So yeah, we're entering South America now. These signs, I plan on kind of having it say what continent we're entering, and then also a map of that zone and showing all the different animals that live in that zone. Kind of rip this idea off of the St. Louis Zoo's River's Edge, but hey, this is an alternate reality take on it. So. And I like that kind of connection between my park and the real life park. So yeah, up here we see some Nutria, also known as koipu. These are semi-aquatic rodents that live in South America originally, but have been sort of brought into the sort of Central America, North America as an invasive species. We have these guys in Missouri, and they are known to sort of erode riverbanks and stuff, and hence is considered like an invasive pest. The habitat design itself has elements of both South America with the broken ipe tree, and North America with some of the birch. And these guys live in burrows, right by the river. So yeah, it's a little simple enclosure, but I love how it sort of incorporates a lot of the fun facts about the animal. Right? It's an invasive species, and it tells a story. Right? I think this shot really tells a story of that sort of move from South America to North America. So yeah, we're now entering the little Riverside Cafe. I still don't have a name for it yet. Where you can get some food. Thinking of doing a little gift shop maybe in the back. And then a little detour here. We've got some more South American exhibits over there. But before we head over there, let's check out Mangrove Lagoon. We renamed Flamingo Lagoon as Mangrove Lagoon. This is an immersive walk. It's not a walk through aviary. It's really a come and chill. Got a bar. Yeah, let's go grab a drink real quick. I've got this idea of doing a kind of a zoo beer. The Urban Chestnut Brewery here in St. Louis does have a collaboration with the St. Louis Zoo where they have a zoo beer, and kind of proceeds kind of go to sort of the conservation arm of the zoo. But this is an aviary with a bunch of waterfowl and birds too. Don't mind this. This is all temporary. I'm still using the African spurred tortoise signs as a placeholder, but this will be updated in the next update. So here we've got some American flamingos. We got some American ibis. We got some scarlet ibis. The reason why I'm being careful is that the scarlet ibis babies are white, which could get them confused with the. It's easy to get them confused with the American white ibis from this distance. We've got our macaw, military macaw, just chilling over there as a prop. We got a couple of wood ducks kind of hanging out over here. Eventually, I'm hoping to populate this with a lot more birds. I know that we've got bobwhite quails already in our possession. But things like egrets and herons would be a great addition to this. The St. Louis Zoo has a more of a walkthrough aviary. I would have made this a walkthrough, but pathing in Planet Zoo is just hard. So And it's a different experience. Like I wanted this to feel kind of like just a spot to just hang out, and really that's you could look at the birds from there too. So bobwhite quails, egrets, herons, cormorants, a lot of opportunity here to kind of flesh out this aviary. Inspired by the cypress swamp exhibit over at the St. Louis Zoo. And back to our scheduled programming of completing River's Edge. You're done with your drink, got your food. We'll walk over to South America. You're back in River's Edge. I feel like River's Edge has sort of a thematic vibe to it. It's very lush. You can hear the waterfall, moving water, kind of around you. Even though you're not sure where it's coming from. As soon as you hear that you're in this sort of immersive experience. Walking through this archway. Empty exhibit for some future South American species that we might get. Hoping for bush dogs and a giant anteater, I believe, for this one. On the left, and then on the right, we've got our capybara. Let me get around this planter real quick. It's a simple little exhibit with 2 capybara. These guys were added in the wetlands pack, and they come with the new bathing mechanic, even though I've never seen them do it. I don't know if anyone knows how to get them to bathe. Do let me know, because I'm hoping to kind of grab a screenshot of that if I could. I'm not sure what I want to do here quite yet. Maybe I do want to create some shelter. I need to look at some inspiration for some capybara in enclosure, sort of shelter and cover. The one in the St. Louis Zoo, I don't know if it has a backstage per se, but then again, it's kind of covered with all this lush greenery over in the real zoo, so it's been hard for me to get pictures. Been using some of the new rocks from the Australia pack, Australia mod pack, not the Outback pack, but not the official Frontier Australia pack. Is there one? I don't know. Well, there is an Australia pack out there that's been really good with a lot of their pieces. So been doing a lot of that. So a little look into the hippos here. I am planning on creating a little education station here about the fact that we do have hippos in Colombia, of all places, and they were brought in, and we just have a group of them hanging out there. I think they were brought in by Pablo Escobar, and clearly should not be living in South America, but the exit to the wild, a lot of construction that needs to be done. Our bird complex will be over here. You can see Grizzly's Ridge, a Grizzly Ridge kind of over in the distance there. That's it for the tour. There's a lot of work that I need to do within South America itself, but that's really it, guys. Thanks for joining me on this quick little tour. Now you see my messy backstage area where I keep all my workshop items. But thanks guys for hanging out with me here, and let's hug this hippo real quick.